The voice was sharp, urgent, not something you'd expect from a man known in town as the quiet one. Daniel Hayes slammed the brakes hard enough to jolt his 10-year-old son, Liam, awake in the backseat. "What's wrong, Dad?" But Daniel was already out of the car, eyes fixed on a figure curled up on the sidewalk in the rain. A girl, maybe 15, barefoot, shivering, her arms wrapped tightly around her knees. She didn't look up as he approached. Most people would have driven by. Most people had. But Daniel wasn't most people. Daniel had never imagined being a single dad. His wife, Rachel, had passed away 3 years ago in a car accident that shattered his world. In the aftermath, he'd given up his dream of starting a small landscaping business and settled into a quiet life as a mechanic in a small town in Oregon. His life now revolved around Liam, school drop-offs, late-night homework help, and quiet evenings watching superhero movies on their aging couch. He was healing, slowly. Until he met her. It took hours to get her to speak. The night he found her, he offered her a blanket, food, and a silent presence. Eventually, she whispered her name, barely audible. He didn't pry. He just offered her the couch for the night. Maya ran away the next morning. But 3 nights later, she was back, soaked from the rain, her eyes more tired than before. "I didn't know where else to go," she said. Daniel only nodded and handed her a warm bowl of soup. Over the next few weeks, Maya's story came out in fragments. Her mother had died of an overdose. Her stepfather had been abusive. The system failed her, bounced from foster home to foster home until she ran. Daniel reported her presence, but when CPS came, Maya was gone. Again. This cycle continued, her running, then returning, always to Daniel's home. He didn't chase her, didn't scold her. He waited. One day, after a long silence, she asked, "Why do you keep helping me?" "Because someone has to," he said. "Because no one helped me when I needed it." Liam was the first to truly welcome her. He'd leave notes for her on the kitchen table. Greater than, "You can have my chocolate milk. Dad won't let me drink too." Greater than, "Movie night is better when you're here." Slowly, Maya softened. She laughed more. She cooked dinner sometimes. She helped Liam with math homework, much to his annoyance. Daniel filed for guardianship. It wasn't easy. He wasn't her blood, and his income wasn't much. But he fought, with every paper, every court visit, every tear. And one winter evening, after months of hearings and uncertainty, the judge signed the papers. Maya Hayes was now officially part of their family. A year passed. They found a rhythm. Life wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. Then the diagnosis came. Daniel had been feeling tired, dizzy. He ignored it. Single dads don't get sick, right? But one afternoon at the garage, he collapsed. Leukemia. The word shattered everything. He tried to keep it from Maya and Liam, but Maya had seen too much in life to be fooled. She confronted him one night, fists clenched. "I lost one parent to drugs. I'm not losing another because he's too stubborn to ask for help." He smiled weakly. "You called me a parent." She cried. Maya became his caregiver. She balanced high school, Liam, and Daniel's treatment. She sat with him during chemo. She handled bills. She grew up too fast, but she never once complained. Then came the unexpected. During a blood drive organized by her school, Maya got tested as a potential match for a bone marrow donation. And she was a match. The doctors were stunned. The odds had been low, very low. When Maya found out, she didn't hesitate. "You saved my life once," she told Daniel, holding his hand. "Now it's my turn." The transplant was brutal. Recovery wasn't quick, but Daniel got better. Slowly. Maya graduated that summer, not just with honors, but with a full scholarship for nursing. Liam made her a card that said, "To the best big sister and hero ever." At the ceremony, Daniel sat in the front row, hair just starting to grow back, eyes full of tears. When Maya walked across that stage, she didn't just carry a diploma, she carried the story of every broken thing that had been stitched back together with love. Years later, Maya stood outside the same garage Daniel once worked in. Now, it was hers, turned into a community center that helped teens in trouble. A big sign hung above the door. A reporter once asked her what inspired her to do all this. She smiled. "There was a man who stopped his car once and saved a stranger. He thought he was saving a girl," she said, voice shaking. "But what he didn't know was, that girl would end up saving him."